If you hear this, I love you. We're going to be seeing John Numbers and GuyGuy go over a small battlefield. GuyGuy, of course, on that Luigi, hailing from Long Island here. Oh my god, we're here in Long Island. Hailing from here, repping this region, the sub-region of New York City. And John Numbers repping New York City itself. This is the John Numbers, guys. The Nintendo World Champion, Wii Fit player, and producer. Let's talk about it.
I mean, there's a lot to talk about. John Numbers kind of stuck in the corner here, really trying to fight against the Zairs that GuyGuy's been throwing out, which don't do a whole lot, but do force the issue. John Numbers has to kind of pick some option to get off the ledge. It's going to be the header to open it up. Deep breathing combo potential, but John Numbers had the right idea. Small lapse in the timing, though. GuyGuy's able to respond. Ooh, look at this pressure from GuyGuy.
I love the use of this plumber, the plumbing tool. I mean, it's very obvious. It's a really good edge guard. It kind of just disconnects. It does a lot of great stuff against someone like Numbers, who does enjoy playing on ledge a little more, and only being aggressive when he has to be aggressive. But it's gonna force Numbers to rethink his game plan, especially when he loses his first stock just like that, with only about a minute into the first round here. It really could go either way, however, and they're both very explosive in their own right.
Yeah, I mean, John definitely has some technology in the matchup, too. We see some really confident sun salutations to get around some of the fireballs at mid-range. We see some really good ledge options, and some good ways to kind of counter the mid-range options, too. I mean, we fit maybe not the fastest character, but when she does find those openings and can capitalize on them like that, for example, it could definitely be an even game here.
I think Numbers just does have to be a little more careful on this ledge. I mean, look at seat ball. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it got parried. We're good.
Why did it get parried 5 times?
I don't know. It got parried by one, another, and then it was gone. It was done. It needs a break. And John needs to find a way off this ledge. I mean, GuyGuy's doing a fantastic job of just cycling through his moveset, the down tilt, the grab, everything, in order to not allow John to play the game. He has been untouched, while John has racked up 80% on himself. That's because we are just playing on a ledge a little bit too long. Finally finding an opening, but then you're going coast to coast, left to right. You're back on the ledge.
And even then, the jump in just kind of got batted away by the forward air from GuyGuy. Really good follow-up right there. Not a lot you can do. And these small interactions, we're talking like up air, back air, or just back air out of the grab, are so big for GuyGuy. You know, you take that chip damage, and then at some point, at a deceptively low percent, GuyGuy says, all right, now I'm going to throw these moves out that are going to take the stock, you know?
Absolutely. Can be seeing a little bit of a scramble for that middle ground, and Numbers going to be coming in with that back air, as well as a great parry on side of GuyGuy on that soccer ball. But the second one, not really going to see the same fate there. And GuyGuy's doing such a good job of pushing Numbers to this ledge in an uncomfortable corner situation that he knows he can kind of get away with and win 9 times out of 10. But there's the downer starting things off very, very nicely. A little 50% as extra credit for the GuyGuy. Numbers has to be extremely careful. The deep breathing is, of course, active. We missed the up tilt, unfortunately, so therefore, gotta be a little more careful now that the deep breathing has been expended and gone.
Okay, interesting. Numbers has had a little bit of a reprieve when GuyGuy just misses the timing ever so slightly. If the plunger gets stuck on the stage, Numbers is able to kind of like reset a little bit. But the problem is, GuyGuy then usually just punishes that with another fireball or some sort of aerial. John Numbers, though, finally fighting back. And nice little shot from mid-range. Just about 100, just over 100 rather, and counting after that aerial. And GuyGuy's trying to bring it home right now, but Numbers still going back to the ledge, and that time it cost him.
I fear he's been outplayed and outsmarted. You want to go on ledge so bad? Let me jump real fast.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there. He will meet you more than halfway even.
Right. He said, what's your address? I'm on the way.
I'm on the way. Don't worry. Don't even get your shoes on. Right. I'll be there. Don't stress about the train. Nothing. I'll be there. Don't even worry about it. Give me seeing GuyGuy get up like a leg up in this game. Give me seeing 1-0 so far. Again, I just think John needs to be a little bit more aware of how he's using this ledge, because GuyGuy has been unafraid of meeting him there more times than not. So Numbers going to be going to the ledge, but not quite hanging off it at the very least. Going to be putting up a little more of a fight, as is what I would say. And then we're back on the ledge.
He's putting up a fight his own way, you know? Oh, big forward air from GuyGuy. The re-header? Crazy.
We header, not scared of her. Neither am I scared of you breathing real hard. No. The only one breathing hard is John right now, just getting completely negated. You know, one of the only times I really see someone, a player, just kind of counterplay John in a very precise way, you know? Negating things like deep breathing, forward air / header. Even just a ledge hang like that. One of the best ledge hangs in the game, by the way, but with a projectile like the plunger, it's so easy to interrupt.
Yeah, I can't really blame numbers either for just trying to stay at the ledge for so long, because like on stage is not going great for him either.
Yeah.
You just see so many like really good options from GuyGuy in terms of like coverage, or even just like boxing. You know, forward air has really stopped numbers from jumping in, which we've seen a lot of attempts of. And then you're so good at kind of forcing the issue too with these plungers, and apparently down special too with a little scoop hitbox.
Oh,
GuyGuy's got it figured out, yeah.
John's hands, his little hands were still in the air, and I think that's the only thing that was able to find that scoop up from those cyclones. Ooh. So a little bit of a callback from John. Like, nope, I actually do know how to play the game. Don't worry, I can kill you here. You're saying that's his neutral 2-2 stocks apiece. But again, GuyGuy just making sure we recycle through these moves that we have, and we now see numbers reverting the situation. Now he's the aggressor. Now he's the edge guarder.
John Numbers down to under that fireball on the left side, absolutely immaculate, crazy spacing, and almost had the headers spike too. Numbers like is so good at like kind of turning on that aggression when it comes to the combo routes, you know, like we joke about him going to the ledge a little bit, but it's just like a nice, easy way to like start this sort of aggressive, well, you know, advantage state. I wouldn't call it an aggressive state, but
yeah,
the combo routes are phenomenal. It's what I'm trying to get at. And look at that, nice little trade, opens up the stage. Numbers is able to jump center, but that's not good. That's
a jab block. That is a kill, if I've ever seen one. I was about to compliment how, you know, John is one of those people I feel like has his aggressive level on a cooldown. He'll get really aggressive, he'll take your stock like this, and then he's on like maybe like a minute cooldown.
Right.
And that's when we go back to that ledge, that's when we start playing a little more of a slow-paced game plan. But GuyGuy is all aggressive. The one pushing the left and right button is definitely going to be GuyGuy 9 times out of 10, while John, trying to go for that down air, gets completely negated by the double uppers, and the whiffed up B does result in a smash attack from John with the up smash, going to be connecting on that platform. GuyGuy last stock, but numbers already at 64%.
Oh, hold on though. Deep breathing with the combo starter, really good way to build the damage. Already evens it right up and takes the lead. Header not going to find the mark. John on the hunt, but loses the deep breathing, and now GuyGuy misses again. Oh my goodness, a little charge on that too.
Me when I miss and I get up smash twice. Fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice.
Yeah, can't get fooled again. That's what George Bush said. But GuyGuy may need to take his advice from someone else. I like the idea.
Yeah, me too.
Calling those up, he's ambitious though, I think would be a polite way to phrase it. They looked so close to being right. Also, yeah, look at this, is crazy. I think it may just be
the hands
frame too, because like her ledge hang is really good, but like that initial grab animation not necessarily as good.
Yeah, because she kind of just jump up a little bit and then goes back down to the actual hang. But it was just great all around from GuyGuy on that cyclone. But we are 1-1. John finding his footing, finding his life back in here, and like I said, GuyGuy being a little bit too over-ambitious with these up Bs. I mean, you got it off a jab block. I wouldn't connect it like that multiple times after the fact. Maybe John and GuyGuy won't after that. So we're seeing a lot more of even game plan here. Numbers off stage, and opting to just kind of play the long game with GuyGuy, going in, taking a little bit of trade, going up to, and oh, I like that from GuyGuy.
I was gonna say, because like all those like last couple of up specials were a little bit wild. And it's especially, oh my god, see that? That's a good one.
That was good.
You had that one locked up.
That was excellent.
That's the thing, is like GuyGuy was already doing so well playing methodically, right? That we saw so many back air stocks that just like punish John Numbers for jumping in. So to go for something that's a little more, you know, of a read possibly.
A little more read, a little more showy. And you're right. Something a little more consistent would definitely benefit GuyGuy here in the long run, rather than just being for gratification, because now John's able to get 4 throws, not a kill throw, unfortunately, for John Numbers, but still going to be seeing a lot of value from John here. And refit up B is so much more vertically privileged than I anticipate every single time.
There's like a secret tempo that only John Numbers knows the BPM of. It's just like a different recovery for him. But GuyGuy doing a fantastic job. I am talking about John Numbers a lot because I enjoy him as a person and competitor. But GuyGuy has, this is like a little bit more of what we've been seeing consistently. Keeping John Numbers at the ledge. We saw it a ton game 1. And we're kind of seeing it right now. Well, John Numbers taking a different way to get off the ledge right there.
He said, let me just like zero fast. I got
Yeah.
you. Don't worry, GuyGuy. We're going to game 3 in a second. Game 4 in a second.
Right.
Double forwarder coming through. Deep breathing also active, meaning that, you know, people who don't know, Wii Fit gets a little bit heavier. She gets a little bit tougher. And she's a little bit scarier, in fact. If she's red, just leave.
Right.
GuyGuy took that option out and opted to just kind of put numbers on the ledge and wait out that deep breathing for a little bit longer.
Ooh. Okay. A little interesting interaction with the header there. Okay. I like the idea of check chase there.
Big grab.
Out of the Sun Salutation cancel, and that header should lead to a rough spot for GuyGuy. Yep. Got numbers from deep with another side special, and now deep breathing could lead to a lead here if GuyGuy makes one misstep.
I always hate watching him do trigonometry with that ball.
Right.
It feels evil.
Ooh.
Oh! Oh! We are speechless.
What's crazy is it cut right to the player cams, and it looks like GuyGuy was the one who got hit by that. Like, John Numbers as stoic as ever.
Let me see that again real fast.
Yeah, the
GuyGuy.
drop zone. And then GuyGuy said,
Oh, I hit that.
I'm saying it sits up in the chair, and John Numbers said, another day in the office.
John is a robot. You can watch him. You can skip when this VOD gets inevitably uploaded to YouTube. You can skip at any time in this VOD and look at John, and it's the same frame.
I remember actually one time I was like, Devin, John's camera's broken, and it's
I had to prove you wrong. I'm sorry.
Like, no, John's a real person.
Until something very bad happens, and then John is like,
Like, oh
course,
dang,
yeah.
oh dang it.
right. Oh dang it,
Aw,
oh dang it. That's what the GuyGuy fans are saying right now. 63 out of the gate from Jonathan Numbers.
Like I said, John's aggression level is on a cooldown. It might be between stocks, might be between games, but sometimes you are going from 0 to 80 and you don't know why.
Oh.
GuyGuy trying to get a little sneaky with that down there again. John not going to allow that to happen. The forward tilt also coming through, and a little bit of that kick and catching the rollback was amazing on the side of John. And we try getting the footstool.
That's wild. I love the spacing around that fireball from John. Good stuff from GuyGuy though. I like that. Kind of putting John in the corner, dash attacking the opposite way, and then keeping the pressure up off the ledge right now. Nice. Really good weight on the aggression right there.
Ooh, John, no HUDder right now, but you're going to be seeing GuyGuy going in for that up air, punishing that approach from John on that platform and kind of sending him back to the ledge. But GuyGuy a little bit too late on the pickup, so you're back on that ledge, and we swap places. I love that we just put ourselves in the corner constantly by John. It's my favorite. Good up air. Great connection from GuyGuy as well. Now what's John going to do?
Okay, makes it back to the stage. I like that down air. Covers so many options right there. It looked like that grab missed, and then the spot dodge still came out, and it worked.
It looked weird.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, run up, grab. Oh, it whiffed. Okay. Oh.
Oh, right to the ledge. Oh, no. Okay, John Numbers actually does get a little hit of the up special. And wow, that's such a funny interaction. Cyclone from GuyGuy beating out the header. They're both just kind of looking for a relatively safe option here. GuyGuy not finding it.
Numbers just unable, GuyGuy just unable to find anything, and he does find the light, the sun, of course, but struggling to kill Numbers at 153%. Even then, the plunger going to be kind of sending Numbers away from the ledge and then dropping down the down air. Very simple, very well thought out, very well played by GuyGuy. 2-2 so far, 5 minutes on the clock. Lots of time to play around with, and these players will take all the time they need.
True. Yeah, the GuyGuy kind of taking that approach that we saw a little bit more in Game 1, where he's kind of just playing back and playing a little bit more reactive, trying to punish Numbers off of the ledge with some zairs, some up airs, as Numbers tries to jump off of the ledge or out of the corner. Really good stuff from GuyGuy. Ooh, see right there? Nice little air-to-air with the forward air, but Numbers fights back with a forward air of his own. See if we can...
Oh, big grab.
Huge. Oh,
That's
wow.
huge. That was absolutely immaculate. Try going, gets the grab and finds Numbers on the platform. He said, I'm cooking right now.
Yep.
This is exactly my seasoning I needed.
Like, fantastic dish, too. You love to see some up special in the middle of the air. Little combo.
A little moment.
Finding some good hits. Trying to keep it close. But the problem is, GuyGuy's usually been pretty good about keeping these stocks. If we don't get like a egregiously early one, he can really hold on until some pretty high percents.
And the rage would also be so beneficial for GuyGuy here against Numbers, and Numbers should be taking the time right now to take some deep breathing now that GuyGuy's off stage, but we're trying to play a little bit too much with GuyGuy off the stage. Both characters kind of proficient at making it back to the stage in really dire situations, so good on Numbers, and good for Numbers for passing trigonometry again. A third one, good sign to cosine tangent from Numbers once again. But GuyGuy can be living at 177%. which is very unruly.
Wow, that was a crazy roll in. Good coverage, too. You saw like a fireball and the Zaire. It's going to be the down air off the top, though. Evens it up just about 40%.
About 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Up to GuyGuy to make this happen, bring it home, go 3-1, and continue on the bracket winner's side, and send John to the absolute like devastation that is losers. Great start for GuyGuy, keeping John off stage, and also running down the timer on this deep breathing. Numbers unable to really find any sort of value until we get that for the forward air, but is it going to be enough? I fear not.
Oh,
wait.
Hit. Okay, very early percent, so not as dangerous, but still, that momentum shift was pretty drastic, and now Numbers with the percent lead, and deep breathing right on time. Huge neutral special, keeping up with the header, too. What is the play here?
I fear John may be back in the game, and as I say that, run up F-tilt is the answer. You can't jump into it. I'm sorry, you can't neutral get up into it. You can't roll behind it. Can't do nothing. F-tilt, my beloved, it pays the taxes. It does your taxes, it pays your rent. It's very, very well done. Also, I think one of our first game 5s we've had so far.
Really, it really just came down to the momentum shift that was on the right-hand side. Like, yeah, the side special from John Numbers didn't take the stock, but it led into a panic option from GuyGuy with the regular get-up, which let John Numbers get those up tilts to rack up the damage and then keep that combo up. And like you said, you know, the cooldown wore off. John put that combo together wonderfully so, and now we're seeing a game 5 here. GuyGuy, who's been playing like so well for so long, just has like these small missteps, you know, where John is like kind of capitalizing on them. And it's not even necessarily missteps that are any of GuyGuy's fault. It's John Numbers just kind of like putting GuyGuy in some unwinnable spots.
Yeah, it's just putting him in a lot of uncomfortable conditions. That he does do that to a lot of players, but GuyGuy coming back from the ashes is kind of keeping his cool, keeping his momentum still going for this game 5, especially so that he has a double % lead against John Numbers. You can see the Sun's attention get completely shooted through, and then the grab into the Cyclone, not going to be quite enough, however, but putting now John in a kind of nefarious predicament.
That should be rough.
Oh, great tech.
Did not think that was going to be techable, and that was a really good option. Beats out that approach from John Numbers, whether it's the forward air or up air coming out. None of them beat Cyclone, it turns out.
Run up F-tilt was crazy work from John from the injured platform. I commend the effort, but GuyGuy a little bit too aware of that. Now you're in close space with GuyGuy. What do you do here? You eat 60%, get a little bit of healing back from the Sun Salutation, a little bit 2%, but what's 2% going to do against someone like GuyGuy who's just up in your face and wanting to really brawl with you the way that Luigi just absolutely can? Great attempt at ledge trump, and it forces John on the stage, and now you get a... Oh, that was freaky. You get a free up B and a free up smash.
Yeah, not too bad, though. You're not at a percent where that's going to take the stock or anything, but it does still put you off stage. And the forward tilt covered so many options there. Really smart. And that one takes the stock, 2 stocks apiece. GuyGuy with a pretty solid lead here, though. It's going to be up to Numbers to make something wild happen.
Oh, beautiful. Off Numbers, sorry. Numbers off stage now. Great tech. And also the extra hit from that up B kind of put GuyGuy in a little bit of a weird spot. Able to confine himself back on that ledge where he very much is trying to stay on this edge guard against John, and that is it. We're going to be pushing him right back. John has to constantly re-grab his ledge and then finally gets pulled in. A little smooch, goes in for the back air, and boom. Let's try it again.
Yeah, just kind of by the book. You know, like I said, the Zaire really does force the issue. John Numbers has to pick an option, and GuyGuy has most of them covered. This time, John Numbers did regular get up into the up tilt, which is pretty solid, but the Cyclone's so good. Wow. If you read the approach, Cyclone usually just has a really good time of beating it almost every time. Up to
air. John forced to find his way coast to coast back to the right side of the stage, where we had spent 90% of our time. Another one for the books here, however, and Numbers getting the deep breathing, has to fast forward to avoid the fireballs, and now I think GuyGuy's just kind of in a beautiful position, especially as I say that. We find the opportunity, we find that red spark, but we don't find the stock.
Yeah, another up air into the back air. GuyGuy has so many good options out of the corner here. Down tilt going to reset. Zaire's going to knock the header away, and dash attack is interesting. Okay. Oh. Huge. And
we went for it all.
That was crazy. Like an early up B, and that Cyclone will do it. And what a pickup from GuyGuy. A real back and forth, lovely game 5. But GuyGuy look so comfortable in that last one. really had it under control and just kind of kept John Numbers in the corner and then punished every different option that Numbers could come up with.
Yeah, kind of understood Numbers' game plan to the T, honestly. Extremely well understood when to continue this edge guard, when to challenge him off stage, which most players typically don't because of how superior Wii Fit's options are off stage. Things like forward air, things like back air, things like down air, things like header in general, like the soccer ball. All those options are, and even her up B having a hitbox on it, all of these options are what scares players off into even touching her off stage whenever John is using her at the ledge. But GuyGuy having things like Cyclone, the Z grab, the everything like that, just made his life so much easier in this matchup. Like, you saw the grab, you saw the back air come through multiple times, and even if we didn't get the grab, that plunger was still a hitbox that John had to avoid consistently. And it put a slight wrench in his plans a couple of times, but he has some really shining moments in this match, and it was a game 5 for a reason. Extremely close, but John is not out quite yet. In fact, he's back over here. He quit his job as a player, came back to the production table, got rehired, but he's still in loser side bracket, which is shaping up to be kind of tough.
Yeah,
I can't lie.
It's going to be a good show, though, for sure. All the matches so far have been great. Nice, pretty, I would say, varied showcase of characters and players we've seen so far. You know, Defend the North is like a nice little like mix of, you know, quote-unquote New England, quote-unquote Tri-State. Well, it's actually, I wouldn't even quote-unquote it, Tri-State.
It is Tri-State, yes,
and it's nice to see everyone like kind of meld and get some matches you don't normally see.